Your self-help journey is an absolute joke. I mean, seriously. You sit there really believing that consuming all of this media, taking in all of these different things, and the self-help books and the self-help YouTube videos are really making a difference in your life. I mean, seriously, you actually think that all of those things by themselves are going to do it for you. The truth is that it doesn't really matter how much you consume. All of those things are going to do jack squat for you. The reason for this is simple. It's because your actions quite literally do not align with what you're watching. As in, you quite literally will sit there and you will watch all of these things and read all of these books, and you will just look at the page, look at the video, and do absolutely nothing. A lot of times what tends to happen with us is that once we go and we consume these different types of things, we eventually go to a different place in order to cope. After we screw up while trying to go on our self-improvement journey, we screw up badly and we end up coping by watching these videos or reading these books that give us a rush of dopamine. There's a dopamine rush that's attached to it. So on a consistent basis, every time we fall, we go back to these things to give us a sense of entitlement, to give us a sense of worthiness of, oh, it's going to be okay. That right there is exactly the problem. You will fantasize about the person who you're trying to become as opposed to focusing on working on the person right now that you're dealing with. Even when I'm going through things, sometimes, I need a quick little pick-me-up of, oh, let me go on some motivational video on YouTube to boost my ego, to help me to be able to cope with the fact that I just masturbated. It really is like that for a lot of people. You allow these sayings and these affirmations to cloud your judgment and not give you a sense of objectivity. And you get this high from being the best man in the room or being the best woman in the room. And then what ends up happening is you collapse and you continuously keep repeating this vicious cycle of hyping yourself up. There's one concept that I scream to the rooftops that you need to understand. And it's that if you want to be successful, you need to understand process. Everybody who's successful in today's world has had a process that they had been following for days, weeks, months, years that created these certain, we will call them events, that allowed them to become who they are today. Nobody who's successful just becomes successful overnight. That's not realistic, and it's not true. A lot of people will go ahead and read a self-help book and watch a motivational video, get up, and then the next day they try to start doing everything to change their lives. They're starting the good habits, they're cutting off all the social media, they're taking out their video games, and they're doing the things that they're told in the books. And then in about 2 months, they fail, and they fail badly. The reality of the situation is that you need to learn how to become a student of process in order for you to achieve the success that you're looking for. That is quite literally the only way you'll be able to succeed. Once you allow yourself to fall susceptible to the love of the process, you start to see change in increments. When you start to fall in love with the why and the how as opposed to the when, then you'll start to see the results coming in different avenues that you never expected. The truth is that I'm making this YouTube video for myself. It's been hard trying to come up with concepts, and even on my channel, there has definitely been a stunt, and I feel it. And this is what it's like to try to be successful. What I'm telling you right now, since I like to try to be as authentic as possible with you guys, what you guys are witnessing is the downtime, the downside, the hard part of all of this. Because my whole idea is to grow with you guys, and it's difficult. This isn't easy, but I have to keep on putting out content because anytime one of you guys comments or gives me a sense of, wow, you changed my life, that impacts me and it motivates me to keep going. But that's the reason why you're not putting things together. You really think that after about 2 months that you were just going to be successful? Did you think after 2 months that you were just going to become rich? I used to think like that. And in moments and weeks like these where it's been difficult to put out videos, I've had to understand within myself that this is a process. And I'm working on myself every single day to achieve what I need to achieve. Become a student of process, and then the rest will follow. If you guys liked this video, you can click any of the boxes around my head to watch more. I'm just here trying to bring value, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.